Hi everybody, it's Bea here today, and I hope you're all well. Today I want to show you how to make this. What I wanted to make is a patchwork looking bag. Okay, so it's a gift bag, okay, and it's got what I think looks like patchwork, kind of a patchwork effect on it. It's got a little tassel, a gift tag, these handles that, you know, that look a little bit. I'm really sorry about the weather today is just atrocious. 1 minute it's sunshine and the next minute it's just so there's a big shadow. I'm really sorry. I'm in my summer house again, so yeah, so I do apologise that you've got half a sun and half shade, but yeah, so that was my intention, was that to make a patchwork looking bag. It's a big bag. It's 9 1/4 down by 10 across by 3, so it's a big roomy bag, and as you can see, I don't know if you can see in there, as you can see, it is a big roomy bag. There's a lot of room, so it's like I'm sure you could probably fit a bottle of wine in there, maybe some candles, chocolates, you know, there's quite a lot you could fit in that one, in this bag. And the papers are these beautiful and I've had this pad for quite a while, so this is why I wanted to use it. I do love Craft Consortium, I really do. This is an older pad, and I've had it probably 3 or 4 years now, and it is by Tanya Whelan, and I can't, 2019, so maybe I've had it 3 years then. I thought I'd had it longer than that, so maybe I've had it 2 or 3 years, and it is absolutely beautiful. I'm so sorry again, look at this, oh, this sunshine today, honestly. So I hope you can see this. Oh dearie me. I'm just going to see if I can make this any better. Hang on everybody. So here we are. So this is the I've already started to make half of the bag. So this is I'm just going to show you the dimensions and how the sizes that you'll need. Okay, so you will need 2 pieces for the front and the back. Okay, and these pieces measure 11 across. Let's see, yeah, so 11 across by 9 3/4. Okay, so if you've got a directional pattern, you will need to make sure that you've got it the right way. So it's 11 going across, and your height is 9 3/4. Okay, so that's for your front and your back. Okay, so for the front, all we need to do is very simple, 1/2 inch from the side there. So you can either turn it around and do the other 1/2 inch, or you can just measure it 10 1/2. So you've got 2 tabs here on the ends that are 1/2 inch, and then turn it around, and this is the bottom. So if you've got directional paper, this is going to be the bottom of the bag. Okay, and you want to, so your 10 inch, 9 3/4 here, so you're going to go at 9 1/4, and that's another 1/2 inch tab. Okay, so that's the front and the back. So you do that again, you need 2 pieces of those. For the sides, you need 2 pieces that measure 4 across by 9 3/4 again. Okay, so 4 across this way, 9 3/4 down. Just ignore I've already started to prep these. So again, you're going to go in at 1/2 inch. Okay, 3 1/2 inches. Okay, and then again 9 1/4. Okay, so 9 1/4. So all these tabs are 1/2 inch. Okay, so if you wanted to maybe size this up, do a small bag, do a bigger bag, all these tabs that we're doing are 1/2 inch. Okay, the bottom of the bag, and you want 2 pieces obviously for the side, so you want 2 pieces of those the same. Okay, and then for the bottom of the bag, you will need a piece that is 11, so 11 going this way. So again, if it's directional paper, you want it, you know, you want it so that this is the bottom of your bag. Okay, so it's 11 by 4. Okay, so a piece that's 11 by 4, and again you're going to score 1/2 inch on all of those sides. So it's just get this right, so it is 3.5. It's not very good, B. Let's do, so you're on 1/2 inch on this side. Okay, 10.5 on this side, going down, turn it around, 1/2 inch there, and then 10.5 there. Okay, and then what you want to do on all these pieces that you've just done, okay, we're going to cut these corner pieces. Okay, now don't cut too much off, just stay more or less near that line, but you are just kind of going over that. So the score line here, you are just going to go over a little bit. Okay, so you're kind of wedging that in. Okay, so on all 4 sides, just do that. Okay, and the same with all the other pieces that you've just done. Okay, just see where that is now. Yeah, that one there. Okay. Okay. So, and do that with all these others as well. So you're going to cut these 2 corners here. This is your side piece. So where you've intersected at the bottom, there's nothing here at the top because you didn't have a tab up here. So this tab here, you're going to cut away again. Okay, so you're going to cut those corners out. And again, with the same with your bag, with the front, sorry, you're just going to cut those 2 corners. Just go past that little bit of a score line that you do. Okay, we can get rid of this. No, we can't. So for the quilted bits, what you need is 9 pieces of 4x4 paper. Okay, so you could use, for the patterned papers, you could use an 8x8, you could use a 6x6, a 12x12, and you'll get different, obviously different amounts out of each one. So all I've done is I've cut 9, so I've cut 9 that have got the pink showing, sorry, 3, no I've not, I've cut 6, haven't we? We've cut 6, sorry, not 9, 6, okay, because it's 3 across and 2 down, yeah, so we've only cut 6, sorry. So you need 6 pieces that are 4x4. Okay, 3 are going to be with the green showing and 3 are going to be with the pink showing, or whatever pattern you've got. You could do them all the same, you could do them all different. It's entirely up to you what you want to do these. Okay, so you've now got 6 pieces like this, and you're going to score on all 4 sides at 1/4 inch and then 1/2 inch. Turn it round, 1/4 inch. Let's get this right. And 1/2 inch. That's right. For some reason I've done this before and I've not done them very well. Okay, so on all 4 sides, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. This side, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. Okay, so you're left with this. Okay, so you've got all these sides have been scored at 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch. Okay, we'll just get that out of the way for now. And again, you're just going to cut where your score lines were. So these corners again, like you've done with everything else, just cut them off. Okay. Cut them off. Okay. Okay. There we go. So that's them 4 away. Okay, let me just move that out of the way. Okay, and then all we're going to do is just score. I've just burnished those score lines. So burnish the 1/2 inch. You're going down. So you're making like a little frame. Okay. So again, I'll just do this. do this, and that. Okay, so if you wanted to put this faux stitching on, I'd do everything now. Okay, so what you need is a pen and your ruler. Okay, and what I'd do, because I didn't actually you know, fold them in, and they weren't very straight, some of my stitching, so I'm going to do it this way. So just use your ruler and just faux stitch just little lines to look like it's stitching. Like I say, you don't have to do this if you don't want to do this. I just thought it made it look more like a patchwork. Then I'm just going to fold that one in so that I've got a nice straight line from which to go from. And you know, you don't have to, if you've not got a ruler, then just do it by hand, by eye, I should say. Okay, all the way down, just little faux stitches. You can do big stitches, small stitches, whatever you want to do. You could do them like diagonals, you could do the crosses, whatever you want to do, if you want to make it look like fancy stitching. Okay, so that's basically, okay, can you see that stitching? Yeah. Okay, so I've done all 6 of those. Okay, again, I do all this on, so what we're going to do is, this is going to come up, so these are your sides. Okay, so they're going to come up like this. Okay, so what you want to do is, if you want to do the faux stitching on these as well, I would do it now. Okay, so I would go around all of these just like you've just done on those little squares, little stitches all the way around, just to make it look like you stitched it, like it's a proper, you know, on all 3 sides, because all these three tabs are going to be seen. So whoops, so you want to do and again on here, okay, probably gone a little bit skew with there, but I think, okay, so there you go. So they are going to be like that, so you want to do them on this side. Okay, and we can do the front of the bag afterwards. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start to stick these little squares down. Okay, so work out your pattern, whatever you want to do. So like I said, I'm going to have it a green, a pink and a green, and then alternate it with green in the middle and the 2 pinks either side. Okay, and again, if you've got any kind of directional paper, then make sure that you've got them in the right direction and they're all going the right way. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to get your glue. Now you do need, I would say that you would need wet glue. I don't think you're going to be able to do this with tape, because you won't be able to reposition it if you did get it wrong. Okay, so all I'm doing is just putting glue on this 1/4 inch outer tab. I'm not putting it on this one. That's the one that was the, so I'm just putting it on this first tab. Okay, again this one. Okay, and then all we're going to do is, I'm just making sure, yeah, so I want that down. Okay, so this score line here and this line at the top of your paper is what you're going to kind of go against. So what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that that flap, this top flap, is nice on that edge, and that this one is on that edge. And all you want to really do is try and get some kind of dimension. So you want this to stand up so it's a bit 3D. Okay, so this is the trickiest part of this bag, trying to make sure that you've got this kind of, try not to go over the score line. So this score line here, you're trying to put the tab that you've just glued. Do you see why you need this why you need a liquid glue now, because it just wouldn't stick otherwise. Okay, so that's the front of the quilted bit done at the top. Okay, so now if you wanted to do this bottom bit here with the with your faux stitching, you can now do it. So all I'd do is just do a little bit of faux stitching around the bottom here. It's a bit awkward that that feels a bit awkward to be doing it that way. And just try and make sure I've got it straight. Honestly, I'm hopeless with drawing lines, measuring. Everything always goes skew with. I can do it so that it looks nice and straight, and then I always do it wrong. So what I think I need to do is have it that way, so I can see the line, so I can see I'm going straight. And this bottom bit on. Okay, so I've started to do this bit here. Okay, so what I've done is I've glued one of the sides on already. Okay, so what I think I'll do is I'm going to glue these two sides, and then I'm going to glue this onto that side. Okay. Okay, so what I've done is just put the two outer edges, okay, and just glued them together. Okay, so again, I'll do this side now. Again, you'll probably want wet glue for this. Okay. Make sure it's all around the edge of the thing. Okay, and then just lay that one on top so that your seams these tabs are all okay, and that you've got them. I've probably gone over the thing with that. I'm just making sure that these are, these edges you can't see. And I mean, if like that, I don't know if you can see that where I've just kind of cut that a bit shorter than that one. You can tidy those up later. Okay. Okay, so I'm just making sure. Let's take that apart because it's not quite right at the top there. Okay, so I'm just sticking those two sides together. Okay. And just so that's how it's going to go. Okay. Make sure those sides are now nice and neat, like that. This side, you want to just get the side. So I would lay it out flat like this. Okay. And again, just putting your glue down one of the sides, making sure it's in all those corners and on the ends, and okay. I'm just making sure that I've done this right. Just make sure that that's right. Okay, so it was this side that I needed to stick onto it. I was sticking that like that, and it shouldn't be. It should be this side. So again, I'm just making sure that the sides are all neat and at the top. Sometimes it's easier to pick it up, and I'm sorry, I know I'm not on camera, but I'm just trying to get the two sides together, and then I'll show you how they should be. I'm just making sure that everything is nice and neat and it's all joining. Okay, so what I've made sure is that these seams here, these seams here were all nice and neat, and these two seams at the top here were nice and neat. Okay, so that's what I've done. Okay, and again, okay, so while this part is here like this, so you've got your bag, okay, what I would start to do now is do the bottom bit. Okay, so the bottom bit, so the bottom, again, you scored that 1/2 inch on all sides, and then, okay, so I'm sure I showed you this, but yeah, it's 1/2 inch on all sides again, just like you did the sides, but you're doing the top and the bottom as well. Okay, so what we need now is, what I'm going to do is, this is so difficult to try and work out what I'm supposed to be doing. No, that goes like that. Yeah. Yep. So what we're going to do is, sorry, it's getting a bit big. This bottom bit here, okay, you're going to stick the bottom of your bag onto there, okay, because then that is going to go like that. You want these edges to stick out, okay. So those two tabs are now going to get stuck together as well, like that. Okay. So it's just a bit tricky to think, right, where does that go? Okay. So again, glue on this tab. Just making sure that it's. I should have a messy mat underneath here, really. Okay. Yep, so that's right. I think it's right. Yeah. So again, all I'm doing is just making sure that these are perfectly, you know, that these side, sorry, the bag's getting too big. These side seams here are all the same, and that these bottoms are all matching. Okay. I think I've done this right. I'm sure I've done it right. Okay, so this is going to come over here, and that is going to get stuck. So you're going to stick these sides, your front, and then I'd stick this bottom bit, and then I'd stick this side bit. Okay, so all these sides, so that bit, and this bit here on this side, so it's so big you can't see it, they're all going to get stuck together. Okay, so I'm just going to put, okay, so that's your bag actually done. Okay, it's a lovely big bag, very, very roomy. Like I said, it measures 9, I think it's 9 1/4, sorry, not 9, it measures, get the ruler the right way around, it measures 10 by 3, I think. Yep, 10 by 3. Okay, so 10 that way, 3 this way, and 9 1/4 going up. So it's a very big roomy bag. It really is. You can get quite a bit in there, can't you? Okay, so let's do the handles. So the handles are going to look something like this. Now I got some paper that looks like wood, like this, so I just wanted something that looked kind of leathery. I wanted a nice brown kind of leather look to the handles. Okay, so they're very easy to do. Okay, so all you need to do is, this strip is 1 inch. Sorry about this, everybody. I've got paper on my desk, and my desk is a bit messy underneath. So you've got a 1 inch by 12 inches, I presume it is, yeah, 12 inches. Okay, so 1 inch by 12 inch, okay? And then all we're going to do is just, I'll get my scoreboard. You can do this on, you could do this on with a ruler in your pen, a ruler in, you know, a scoring tool, okay? So what you want to do is you want to measure. So I'm coming down, I'm not going to start scoring right up there, I'm coming down about 1.5. So I'm going to start, so very gently coming down, and then when I get to about 1.5, that's where I'm going to start. Okay, so just making sure, and then again leaving 1.5 at the bottom, so 12, so that'll be about 10.5. Okay, so I've left 1.5 inches there and 1.5 inches here. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is just make sure that I don't know how, but somehow I've not scored that line right in the middle, so they're not quite meeting the ends. Making a meal of this, everybody, aren't I? Okay, so it's just, that one's not too bad. Okay, so all I've done is just put it in half, okay, and then as you can see, as you get where you've left that 1.5, it then, let me move this out of the way so you can see, you then start to get this triangle happening, okay? So what you want to do is press, okay, so all I've done is just scored that, burnished it, okay, and then as you get to the bit that you've not scored, you will start to get this V shape, okay, so you will start to get that V shape there, okay, and again on the other side, just go down to where you were, to where you didn't score for your 1.5, okay, and like I said, you will start to get this kind of V shape. Just do that, okay, and then all you want to do is just either with a pen is curve this. Now you can, if you want to, just curve it round. You can glue that, but they will stay, it will stay shut, but you can glue if you wanted to, put glue in between here, okay. And what I did as well was I got my corner rounder and just rounded off these end bits, okay, just to, she says, so just rounding off these end bits here. I don't know what it is about the corner punches. I never seem to get them right. Don't know why. There we go. Okay, and again, if you wanted to, you might not see it very well, but if you wanted to, you could put your faux stitching around here. But obviously with it being quite dark, you might not be able to see it. Just do that faux stitching around. Okay, I've gone too far down with that one. Okay, and then all we're going to do is just glue them onto here, and what I'd do is I'd maybe look at using these lines that you've put in with your faux stitching as a guide. So I'd maybe put one, or maybe the end of there, and you want, you know, maybe just want to, you're just going to glue, and maybe you want that. Okay, so now for this little fringed tassel on it. Okay, so all I've done is I've got a piece of scrap paper from the same colour as the bag, and I've just it is, let me see, it's 1.5. So it's 1.5 this way by 7.5 that way. So 1.5 by 7.5. It doesn't have to be, you can do a longer one if you wanted to. And then all I've done, I have got those scissors that can do this, but they're upstairs and in my craft room. I'm in my summer house again, so I'm just using this, but if you've got those fruit ones that will cut multiple times, then great. But you know, it doesn't take long to do this. So all I'm doing is I'm not cutting up right to the end, obviously. I'm leaving about, what, half an inch from the top, and I'm just doing very thin slithers of cutting very thin strips. Okay, and then just make sure you don't cut that one off. Okay, and then what I suggest you do is you just to help it, you don't rip it though, just get either your bone folder or a pen or something, and just curl it round like that, so that then you can start to, and all you're going to do, you could put tape on this. Let me see, I might put some tape on this actually, or we'll use the glue, we'll just use the glue. No, we'll put tape on. Sorry. Tape, glue, which one shall we use? Okay, it's been a long day. So all I'm going to do is just put some tape on there. Okay, on the inside. Okay, take it off. And all you're going to do is just roll this up very tightly. Okay. I don't know if you can hear that. I think it's a squirrel going across the top of the summer house roof. Okay, so all I'm doing is just tightly, you know, just trying to make sure that this doesn't go. And I'm just winding that all the way around like that. Okay. Winding it, just rolling it up. If you want to pick it up now, you can do, I suppose. Okay, making sure that you try and keep it straight. Okay, and then at the end all I do is just put up a blob of glue just to secure that on. Okay, and then just fringe those out like that, just to make it more of a tassel. Okay, just hold that on there so it dries. Okay, and then what I have got is I have got a piece of the same card that I put on the handle, so it's like a dark leather. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is just wrap that around the top to finish that off. You could put gold, you could put some gold paper on if you wanted it to look like it's gold. Yeah, so all I'm going to do is just glue that on there like that. Cut that bit off now because that's getting a bit bulky, so it needed to be. So again, it's only about, let me just check where my ruler is. So that piece was 3/4 of an inch by 1.5 inches. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is I might do the sticky tape again because that seemed to hold better, I think. So I'm just putting that around the top of there. Okay, try and get this to come off now. Stick that down. See if I can get it to actually, the double sticky tape to actually, the backing to come off. It could be a long wait, everybody. It's because it's stuck on top of the other plasticky bit that it just doesn't want to peel off. There we go, it's coming off now. There we go. There we go. Then all I'm going to do is just wrap that around there. Okay, just cut that little bit off there because it's obviously not going to stick. There we go. So it looks a bit like the leather on the thing, and then just get some. I'm just going to get some nice string to tie it on with. Let's see if I can find the end of this. There we go. I suppose what I should have done really is just captured. So all I'm doing is, can you see the middle of there? I'm just going to poke. I'm just going to put some glue down the middle of there. Could have done this before. When you do yours, put this in beforehand. Pokey tool. So I'll just put some glue in there. If you did this first of all, as you were winding it round, just put this this in first. Okay, that should, once that glue's started to go off, it should be fine. Okay, then all I'm going to do, all I'm doing is just tying this tassel thing around the handle. I'll show you. I just didn't want to do it on camera because I'm hopeless at doing, at getting things like that done. Okay, so all I've done is just tied it on there, tied it around there, so it's got a little bit of a tassel. What you could do also is just put I've obviously got my tag punch here, so I could just do put that in, do a tag, and obviously move that out of the way. All this rubbish, all this rubbish out of the way. Desk needs tidying again because I crafted. Again, I've not got that right again. Okay, and then again you could just put this on with some Okay, so all I've done is I'll just snip that off there. There we go. Okay, so I've just put a little tag on there. I'm really sorry I'm so sorry the sun's just decided to come out and put a shadow on my bag. So yeah, so there you go, you've got your little tag and you've got your little tassel. Okay, I'm really sorry about that. That is awful, isn't it? Can you see that now? The sun's coming through the window. Hope it's not been like that throughout the whole video. So there's your bag. So I hope you've enjoyed that. It's been a bit of a long one. I hope you've enjoyed it though, and I hope you have a go. I'm really sorry about this sunshine and this. It's been showers and sunshine and showers all day today. It's been awful. Been really, really bad. Heavy downpours, but hey ho. So if you've enjoyed that, please give it a thumbs up, and give it please subscribe. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you have a go at this. I really enjoyed it, and I think it looks really, really nice. I hope you think it looks like a patchwork. I did, but whether it does or not I don't know, but you know, have a go. It's something different, isn't it? And it just makes the bag look a little bit different, and it gives it that 3D, you know, it gives that 3D effect, doesn't it? It's just a nice, and it's a lovely bag, and like I said, those papers are absolutely gorgeous. I'll cut those off as well now, so there's not a big tassel, big things. There we go. So yeah, so thank you for watching again, and I shall see you soon. Bye.